Hi everybody, this is Pam with Jesusjunkjournals, and I'm back to work on the Ephesians journal. And I have been doing some fussy cutting. I cut out, there's 4 tabs. I cut those out, cut them apart, and I got the tickets cut out. I don't know if you took time to read it, but it says Revival, Put on Your Armor, Admit 1. And I cut these little tags out, which I'm going to do some different stuff for those, but I've got these cut out, the 2 circles. And then I was going to remind you guys, when you cut out, and these 2 envelopes, cut those out. Let's see. I cut my pockets out. So these things all need to be inked. So I cut those pockets out. There's those tags. This looks like a pocket that goes somewhere. I think I must have used a different piece. I think this was one I had left over where I used a different piece, and I've got this left. So I'll keep that. I've made that. We can put that wherever you want. I cut my side tuck little pocket things out. And so now I went ahead, I cut these out too. So I've got these little pieces of ephemera that I cut, and then I cut the notepad that we're going to make. And then I cut out these little cards that I'm going to probably turn into tags. I'll put them on a bigger tag, I think. And then I had 2 pages where you can either do them separately and have 10 tags, or you can glue them back to back and make 5 tags. And I just wanted to remind you guys, the 2 on the bottom need to line up with the 2 on the bottom, and these 3 need to line up with those 3 because these are different size than the 2 on the bottom. I had to make these skinnier to make them fit on the page. So just be sure when you line them up, if they don't fit, it's because you got the wrong one together with it. I'm going to set that aside though. So that's what I've been working on. Hopefully you guys are doing that. But what I'm going to pull out today, first of all, is this page, which is add-on page 5. And I'm going to, just a little folio, so I'm going to cut these 3 pieces out, and then I will be back. And actually, I'm going to stop myself. Before I cut them out, I'm going to do some stenciling on the back side of them. That way they won't just be plain white. So let me get some stencils, and I just so happened that I just got some new stencils from Amazon. And let's see. It comes with a ring. I guess they have, that's nice. I guess you put the ring and hold them that way. We'll see how that works out. I've got my other stencils with little hooks stuck on them, and I hang them up. But let's see. I'm willing to try something different. So let's see how this works out. Right off the bat, I'm going to say probably not going to like this because I like to wash the ones I do, and I don't want to have to wash that many of them. Okay, so somebody had a good idea, but I'm not going to do it. So just in case, I haven't done this in a long time because I haven't gotten stencils in a long time, but let me find my hooks and I'll show you what I do. Okay, so I ordered, they're called J hooks, like the letter J, and they're for stores and places. You've seen these in all kinds of stores where they hang things up. Carolyn Dubé, I think is how you say her name. She's the one that showed this on YouTube. And I've been doing it for 2 or 3 years, and I really like it. So these things, what you do is you just stick these hooks on, and that's going to be sticky there, so be careful of that. But these hooks, I've washed my stencils many, many times, and these hooks do not come off. So you just hook it, you just glue them on to where they don't cover any of the stencil up, like so. And so I'm going to go ahead and do these with these J hooks, and but you get quite a few in this package. And then let me take my camera. Hold on. Okay, so it's really dark. I'm sorry, but this is, so I have a wire across here, and I hang up my stencils with these J hooks. And so that has really, of all the different ways I've tried, I tried the notebook system and everything. This has worked the best for me. And it was Carolyn Dubé, I think is her name. Hope I'm saying that right. And she also gave me the idea to use a baker's rack. So I have a baker's rack to, I can pull different journals out, different things I'm working on, and put them back in there. And that has been one of my favorite things. So anyway, that's what I do for my stencils. So I'm going to go back now and we'll work on them. Okay, well, I had the camera off, but I'll show you what I did. I used 2 different stencils, and I used my Moss Distress ink, and I used the cracked pistachio over the top of it with a different stencil. I like it. I like to use 2 stencils. I think it looks a lot more interesting. So that's what I ended up with, and so now I'm going to cut these 3 pieces out. Okay, I'm back. I've got my 3 pieces cut out, and I went ahead and inked them. So now I'm going to get my scoring board and score this fold. And I looked at my signatures and I found the thinnest one because this will add some thickness, of course, and so I want to balance it out as much as I can. Okay, so then I'm going to fold it, and then this needs to be inked, so let me hit that. I love these bugs on here. Reminds me of my faith journal. It's the field notes style with the specimens and things. Okay, and oh, I need to do the back. I forgot to do the back because this will show. So you're going to want to ink both sides. And then we're going to take our pockets. Let's see. That won't show. Those won't show. Okay, so just the one side on those. Okay, so this is the signature. It's the thinnest one. So looking for a page to put these on. Put this on. So let me see, what do I have? I mean, it kind of goes with that. I like that page for it. Looks like it's going to be this one. Okay, so I am going to, my PVA glue, and always, as I always say, get your glue, be sure you get glue along the fold edge, even if you don't get it anywhere else. And then you're going to put it right on the edge of your page. So let me get this on here and then make sure it's on the edge. And then we're going to open it up, and then you're going to put this on the inside, and you're going to put glue on these 2 sides and leave the curved edge open. And this will also cover your fold, your glued strip. So it kind of serves a double purpose here. So this will be your pocket here, and then this is going to be another pocket. So I'm going to cut a notch in it. I'm just going to eyeball it and put it in the middle and ink that. And then this will go either here or here. And let's see if does it matter if I put it here? I'm going to put it on this side. Although I don't really like those together. No, I'll put it over here. Okay, I was going to put it the other way because you could have things sticking out, but I like the way it looks better if it's not right up against the other one. So I'll put it on this side. Like that. And there is that folio. So it'll fold up like that. And when you open it, you've got this pocket and this pocket. All right, well, that was easy enough. Okay, so now the next thing is we will do the, this is on the add-on kit on page 14, and it's the altered paper clips. And so, again, this one, you're going to cut this out And then you're going to cut 3 more just like it out of your scraps. And then you're going to cut these 4 out. So I'm going to do that, cut these all out, and then I'll be back. Okay, I've got these cut out, and I made 3 more out of scrap cardstock that I had of this. And since I don't have my middle line on there and I didn't want to fiddle with it, I'm just going to take these and fold them end to end and get the middle that way. And then I will use this folding bone to mash it down and give me a good sharp fold. This one I'll score. Since I have a line, I might as well use it. So, and then these, I have a line, it's a little gray dotted line if you look really careful. So I'm going to score those. Fold those. And I'm going to try and line these up because see how there's, even though I lined it up on that scoring board, it's just a little off. So I'm going to line the ends up and try to get it to go that way with my folding bone. So like that. So folding it, and that one that one didn't line it perfect. So I'm going to line it up. And even though I did my scoring on it, that's what's going to make it line up. Not that it has to line up perfectly, but you don't want it to get too far off either. So, and if you use a folding bone, it kind of forces it to be exactly where you want it. And then this one, I'll just go ahead and use this on these to make them flat. And then you're going to want, and I did ink these, did I mention that? I inked the edges, but I did not ink the top part. And, oh, there's one more thing I forgot to tell you about. You want to get an X-Acto knife if you have one. And we're going to make a little slit in the top of it for your paper clip to come through so that you can tie a ribbon on it. So let me get that. You're going to take the designed ones and you're just going to make a little slit in the middle. And you can make it bigger than you need it to be. Doesn't matter, just better too big than not big enough. So, and that will let us poke our paper clips through. You can use a small paper clip, but it works a lot better if you have a large one. So let me grab 4 paper clips. All right, and so then you take your paper clips and you just put those on these white blanks, because that's what's going to go up on the inside, and what they won't show, so they don't matter what they look like. And then we're going to put glue, what I usually do, so you're going to push that up there like that. And then you can force this to go center it so it doesn't show on the edge like that. And then you can put the glue on it then. I used to put the glue on it and then I'd have glue all over my hands. So let me try this. Well, that's not necessarily going to work. Well, we'll see. All right, then glue on the other side. You want to glue this edge down here of this, because if you don't get it glued good, when you try to push a piece of paper or something up into your clip, it can catch it there and mess it up. So you don't want it to stick out. So be sure those edges are glued. All right. Not sure that was the best way. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it up like this. This is the way I used to do it, and I think I like it better. So I'm going to put the glue, like I said, this edge here is the most important. So be sure you get some right on the edge down at that end. Now this is where you get your hands in it, but I think it's better to do it this way. See if I can, there, okay, good. Not too bad. And make sure you don't have anything sticking out on the edges, and then pull your paper clip out so you have something to tie your ribbon to. We're having a craft night at church for the women who, we had a bunch of craft supplies left over from a women's function, and they're going to have a craft night. And so we're going to go, and I'm going to take some stuff for people to work on, I think, to maybe make some little junk journals if they want to. And I might take some stuff for them to make some altered paper clips, because this is just so easy to do, and I think they're cute. And you could use them in your Bible or just wherever you want to use them, as a bookmark somewhere else if you don't junk journal. It's a nice little gift item, I think, that you can give somebody. Okay. And then close it to make sure it's not sticking out anywhere. All right, we're good to go. And then I'm going to get my ribbons out. Okay. And this green is kind of on both sides, so let's see if I have. I kind of like putting blue green with that lime green, so I think I'll do that. It works. It's just a little, there we go. It's a little floppier than the other maybe, but that's good. Okay, so there are our altered paper clips and the folio. So I will stop with this video and we'll go on the next one and work on some more things. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.